Welcome back to my channel. Yes, focusing on project decision making and, of course, the environmental factor. Yes, I'm not saying that the other ones are not important, but I'm going to focus on environmental factor. Obviously, your mental state, the environmental factor also determine your mental state. That is why I'm focusing on environmental factor. Let's dive right into it. What does it really take to have a sound mind when you are in a working environment? When you know that you need your sanity for you to function. I'm going to speak as part of being a mobile lecturer when I'm having my youth development on my students. To be honest with you, when it comes to projects, when it comes to decision making, when it comes to getting the result done, one thing I realize is that the environment factor, it's a key point. When you have no rest, when you don't have enough sleep, the brain, it slows down the brain and it can affect your productivity. By all means, I'm a disclaimer right now as a doctor. I am not a doctor in any form or in any shape. But productivity, decision making, and projects. As a youth development person, basically, I need that sleep. I need my brain to rest because I realize that if I can cancel my morning meetings because I don't have enough rest, it helps me better to make the right decision, to have more productivity because by the time I finish resting, I'm able to think better, think faster, make the right decisions. So I've saved myself the headache and I've also saved myself not looking haggard and not looking older than my age. By all means, I'm not a doctor. A disclaimer right now, I'm not a doctor, but I'm only using common sense because a lot of things went on during this week with me and some of my team. I am not happy about it, and I've come speaking from common sense. The environmental factor is very important, both for the lecturer and also for the students. Wow. As a lecturer, when you have a break, the place you're going to have that break has to be a quiet place, obviously. That way, when you come back after the recess, you are more productive. The brain functions properly. Now, the room or the arena or the classroom or wherever you're having the lecture, the temperature has to be right. Let it not be too cold or too hot because that will determine the length at which this student will be able to assimilate and also you as a lecturer. So environment is very important. The room temperature it has to be fantastic. Not too cold, not too hot. Because when you make it too cozy, the students can fall asleep. You as the lecturer also have to be exciting. You have to make sure that whichever way or technique you use, let it be engaging so that these students don't get bored. When the environment is hot, they get irritated. So they have to be a balance, know how to excite your students, know how to engage them so that they don't lose interest. So that at the end of the day, you're trying to bring out the best of these students. And whatever you are putting out there, they are taking it 100%. Now, the other environment I want to focus on is where the child is coming from. When a child comes from an environment, a home where the parents are always fighting, where the parents always abuse the child, no distraction whatsoever, you can see your kids at top 8 grade. Seriously. So sometimes I often said to most parents that it's not really that the child is not intelligent. It could just be that the child is going through a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of things that they see at home and they can't really concentrate. I'll go back to the school as well. When the school itself, the environment itself, does not have some guidelines, the teachers, the lecturers are not disciplined. When they are a bit confused, let me use that word for a better word, it's the students can see it, and it also tells on the performance of these kids. So environmental, the ambience can substitute a lot of nuisance. The ambience can make people to be more focused. The ambience or the environment can help a child or people to have a feel of who is holding the mic or who is lecturing. I hope this has been some tips to someone watching this video or to people watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, comment, and like. I love you so much for watching. Mm-mm-mm.